Good evening, my dear students. Welcome to Learn Something. As already we have discussed in our last video, it's just an introduction to trigonometry, and in that video we have learned the meaning of trigonometry and its application in our daily life. We have learned that it is mainly used in civil engineering and architectures. We have learned this. Now in this video, what we learned is the main introduction of trigonometry. Here we learn the trigonometric ratio. As you can see here, 6 trigonometric ratios are there, namely sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant and cotangent. And these 6 ratios, trigonometric ratios, are written in the short form as sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. And my dear students, please keep in mind, when you write the short form, don't write the first letter in capital. Always write the first letter in small letter. Here you can see 2 diagrams, and these 2 diagrams are a right angle triangle. Now let us discuss what is this sine, what is this cos and what is this tangent and so on. Now trigonometric ratios. Now students, trigonometric ratios are defined as the ratio of the sides of a right angle triangle. What I said is that the trigonometric ratios of a triangle is defined as the ratios of the sides of a triangle. For example, one ratio can be, let's say here, if you see the right angle triangle, one ratio can be AB by BC, one ratio can be BC by AC and so on. So what we learned is that how these ratios are given the name, or what name will it follow. So we learned this. For that, before we start this, what is sine, what is cos, what is tangent, let us learn that which side is hypotenuse, which side is perpendicular or opposite side, and which side is adjacent or base. So here note, as already you know, hypotenuse, it is the side of a right angle triangle which is opposite to the angle 90 degree. Already all of you know this. Now the opposite side or perpendicular side. So it is defined in this way. In a right angle triangle, whatever angle you consider, the side of the right angle triangle opposite to the given angle, whatever angle you consider. For example, in this 2 diagram you can see, if I consider the angle C, which is denoted by theta, you see the side AB is opposite to this angle. Now this opposite side AB will be the perpendicular for this right angle triangle, and the side BC will be called adjacent or base. Again, in this diagram, see, in this diagram, when I consider this angle A, then opposite to this angle BC will be the opposite side or perpendicular side. Similarly, AB will be the adjacent or base, and always the hypotenuse of a right angle will be opposite to 90 degree. Here if you see the 2 diagrams, in both the case hypotenuse is AC and here also AC. I think it is clear to you all. Now let us come to this diagram. Let us say that this is the perpendicular because it is opposite to the given angle. We are considering the given angle as angle C, which is denoted by theta. Then this will be the base and this will be the hypotenuse. Now what we'll discuss in this chapter is trigonometric ratios. Now you can see we get ratios like PB, P by H, H by B and P by B, H by P, B by H. Total how many ratios? 6 ratios. So all these ratios are nothing but they are named as what we are going to learn, that is sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant and cotangent. Now let us give the name. Now to give the name, we will remember one sentence that is called some people have curly brown hair turns permanently black. With this sentence we'll define which ratios is given which name. Now listen here. Some people have, first three words, some stands for sine, we'll write in a short form, and people, the H first letter is P, and have P by H. Now this ratio's name is sine. Next, curly, here C stands for cos. The full form of cos is cosine, which is the ratio of this cos is given as brown hair, that is B by H. And next one is 10, turns 10 and permanently black, P by B. I think this is clear. Now the other three ratios. Now obviously there will be a ratio that is H by P, and you keep in mind this is called the reciprocal ratio. The reciprocal of sine is defined as cosec. The full form is cosecant, which is H by P. And the reciprocal of this ratio, that is H by B, is defined as secant. The short form is sec, and it is H by P. And the reciprocal of P by B, that is B by P, is known as cot, that is B by P. Now you know what is trigonometric ratios. These are nothing but this is the ratios of the sides of a right angle triangle. In some cases this ratio you can remember in another way. Dear students, so you can remember these 6 trigonometric ratios in another form that is known as SUKATOA. For that, let us say this is a right angle triangle, and you know this will be the hypotenuse, that is H. If I take this angle, then this will be the opposite side, opposite side, and this will be the adjacent side. Okay, if you remember this letter SUKATOA, sorry, not letters, this so-called meaningless sentence, but it will be helping us to remember the ratios. SUKATOA. Now S stands for sine, O, that is opposite side, and H is hypotenuse. Similarly, cos, adjacent by hypotenuse, and tan, opposite by adjacent. I think you can now write all the ratios without making any mistake. Vice versa, and you know the opposite of sine is cosec, so you write cosec and it will be hypotenuse by opposite side. Then next will be cos, opposite of cos is sec, and its ratio will be, sorry, hypotenuse by adjacent side, and opposite ratio of this tan, that is cot, and its ratio will be adjacent by opposite side. I think this is clear. As we have already introduced the trigonometric ratios, now let us discuss. So dear students, in this video we will discuss the basic introductions, what so called we already have learned what is trigonometric ratios, so we will discuss this trigonometric ratios. Already we have discussed this, and we'll discuss trigonometric ratios of some special angles, and third we'll learn trigonometric identity. And in the next video we'll solve each exercise that is given in our NCERT class 10 textbook. So here whatever questions I'll follow, whatever we'll discuss in the next video, what exercise I will discuss based on NCERT class 10 textbook. Okay, my dear students. So already the first topic, trigonometric ratios, we have explained. What are the trigonometric ratios, which are sine, cos? I think it is clear. If it is not clear, hope if you see the video again and again, it will be clear to you. Next we'll learn about trigonometric ratios of some special angles, and then we'll learn trigonometric identities. So now let us learn trigonometric ratios of some special angles. That is special angles mainly, since we have discussed that in this chapter we are discussing trigonometric ratios of angles, that is acute angles between 0 degree and 90 degree. Also 0 and 90 are included. Now let's say this is a right angle triangle and this is 30 degree. If I have so this will be P, or opposite side, or perpendicular. This will be the base or adjacent side, and this will be hypotenuse. So what will be the ratio of P by H? What will be the ratio of P by B? So we will discuss this if the angle is 30 degree. So here for this we will construct a table. So for that we will construct a table. So first value we'll write sine. So there are three ways you can construct a table. The first one is you have to remember all the values for sine. Okay, my dear students, you have to remember all the values of sine. Let's say, let us write in this way. This is 0 degree, this is 30 degree, 45 degree, then this is 60 degree, and this is 90 degree. So now sine. So remember, so this is 0, this is half, this is 1 by root 2, this is root 3 by 2, and this is 1. If you can remember this, all the trigonometric ratio values and the values of sine, that is sine 0 means 0, value 0, sine 30 degree means half, sine 45 degree means 1 by root 2, sine 60 degree means 1 root 3 by 2, sine 90 degree means 1. Then you can construct the other trigonometric ratios in this way. So next you can write cos. So when you write cos, you write the values of sine in reverse way. 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, half, and 0. Next 10. So when you write 10, you divide the value of sine and value of cos, and you know when I divide 0 by 1, it is 0. So when I divide half divided by root 3 by 2, it comes that is root 2, so it will become 1 by root 3. Okay, if you divide this 1 and if you divide this root 3, and you know anything you divide by 0 is not defined, so we'll use this symbol, undefined symbol. So you know normally this is not undefined symbol, but it's used as undefined. Okay, next what we'll write the reciprocal ratio of this 10, and we know it is cot. Okay, so just keep in mind, when you find the reciprocal of 0, it is undefined, or you can write the 10 in reverse order. Root 3, 1, 1 by root 3, then 0. Next you write the reciprocal of cos. So let us go in systematic way. Reciprocal of cos, and you know it is sec. So that is 1 2 root 3. Reciprocal of 1 by root 2 is root 2. Reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2, and reciprocal of 0 is undefined. Next, cosecant, and similarly you can write cosecant is, or you can say short form cosec is a reciprocal of sine, so you can write the reciprocal of this, or you can write in the reverse order, that is undefined 2 root 2, 2 by root 3, and 1. So in this way you can construct a table of those special values, that is 0, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. I think it is clear. Now the problem is remembering the first line. So next, what you can do to remember, there is other way you can remember. So what you do, I'm going to find a first line for sine values. So you write from 0 to 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the value you divide by 4. Then you take root over, and you know after calculation this will be 0, this will be 1 by 2, this will be, it will become half, so root of half will be 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, and this is 1. Now see, the first line of sine is there. You can find in this way. So when you go in, when you sit for exam to write exam, so first you construct this table in some rough page, so that any questions coming based on the trigonometric ratios of some special angles, you can use the table. Another way, that is called left hand rule. So this is an interesting one, so be careful. Okay, see, these are the 5 fingers I have. Now these fingers, see, I have marked 0, this fingers 30 degree, this fingers 45, sorry it is not so clear, absolutely sorry, and this fingers, that is 60, and this is 90. Now how to find the ratios? Now see, let us say I want to find sine 60 degree. Okay, now see how we find a sine 60 degree. So where is 60 degree angle? So this is the sine 60 degree. Now you see, I have two sides, one side having 3 fingers, 1 2 3, and another side having 1 finger. Okay, now for sine, keep in mind, for sine we are taking the left side, and for cos we are taking the right side. Now how many fingers left in our left side? That is 3 fingers. Okay, so how will be writing this? So 3 fingers, that is, take root over of those 3 fingers, root 3, and here always it is root 4, and the value is always 2, so you can write root 3 by 2. Let's see, sine 60 is root 3 by 2. I think this is clear. Okay, my dear students. Now next, let us say you want to find cos 60 degree and tan 60 degree. I think these three ways of finding trigonometric ratios by the method of left hand rule, I think it will be clear to you. Sorry, some mistakes. So it will be cos 60 degree. Okay, now see again, come to the left hand. What I said, when you cross any finger, the left side is for sine and the right side is for cos. Okay, so we'll find cos 60 degree. So cross the finger. Now how many fingers left in the right side? Because right side is for cos, that is 1 finger. So root of 1 is 1, and down in the numerator it will be root 1, that is 1, and denominator it will be root 4. Normally that is 2 half. See, it is half. Now let us find for tan 60 degree. So when this 60 degree, so when you write 10 for tan, always remember 10 means sine by cos. So left fingers for sine and right fingers for cos. So sine by cos. Now see, how many fingers left for sine? 3 fingers, and for cos 1 finger. So now how you will write 1060. Now see, for 10 sine 3 fingers was left, that is take the root over of those 3 fingers, root 3, and for cos that is 1 finger, root 1, that is root 3. See, here we have root 3. I think this is clear. In this way, if you practice, I think it will be very easy. Easily you can find angles. Okay, my dear students. Now let us go to the third topic, that is trigonometric identity. Okay, so let us come to our third topic. Today's third topic, that is trigonometric identity. Okay, now trigonometric identity. So I know this identity is always remains in the mind of students, especially remains in my mind. Now there are main 4 trigonometric identities. This proof later when I will discuss the exercise, there I will show you the proof of this identity. Now this is the first one. Now second identity, to find the second identity, what you can do, you can divide this trigonometric first trigonometric identity by any, you can divide by cos square theta or sin square theta. Now if you divide by cos square theta, it will be 1, and if you divide cos square theta, you know it will become sin by cos. See, if you divide cos square theta, sin square theta by cos square theta, it will become sin theta by cos theta. And already we have said that sin by cos is 10, so you can write here 10 square theta, and here it will become 1 by sin square theta, 1 by cos square theta, and which is sec square theta. Or you can simply remember, if you're not able to remember, in this way you can find. Similarly, if you divide here by sine, so you will get cot square theta plus 1 is equal to cos sec square theta, and another tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta, and cot theta is cos theta by sin theta. I request all the students, please by heart this trigonometric identity. Now from each trigonometric identity there are again some derivatives, like from here you can derive cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. Also you can derive cos theta is equal to root over 1 minus sin square theta. Also you can derive sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Also you can derive sin theta is equal to root over 1 minus cos square theta. Clear? Again, so this was the main formula. Again, the second main formula we have, that is 1 plus 10 square theta is equal to sec square theta. So what you can derive from here, you can derive 1 is equal to sec square theta minus 10 square theta. Also you can derive 10 square theta is equal to 1 minus sec square theta. Also you can derive tan theta is equal to 1 minus sec square theta, and also root over. And also see, sec square theta is 1 plus tan square theta, so you can say sec theta is equal to root over 1 plus tan square theta. In this way, the third identity derivatives I left for you to practice at home and find the derivatives. This is clear, my dear students. Next, so this are two identities whose derivatives known it. So this is our today's video. So here we have learned the trigonometric ratios of some special angles and the trigonometric identity, which we'll need to solve in our exercise. So I hope you all have understood. Thank you.